Good morning. My name is Mike Riberdy, and I'm a sixth form day student from Canton, Connecticut. So this chapel talk is going to be a little bit weird, so just bear with me, because it's going to be fun, but you gotta just sit tight, okay? Thanks. So, we're going to just start off with story time, alright? It's just a story. I had an exam last week, so, it was an afternoon exam. Got to come in late, it's fine, great. Cabaret, dress rehearsal that night, so I'm packing my stuff in the car. And I just left my shoes on the top of the car. And I didn't see them there when I drove away. Who checks the top of their car, right? Okay, so anyway. I got to school, didn't see the shoe. I mean, you don't get out of the car and examine the roof, so I just got out, shut the door, got my stuff, and walked away. That was it. And I came back after the exam, and there's one shoe on the top of the car. This shoe. And so, why should you care about this? Well, it's pretty simple actually. The logic follows. So, if I don't have dark shoes, black shoes to wear for the cabaret dress rehearsal pictures, which is when the pictures are taken so they don't have to be taken during the actual performance, then I'm wearing brown shoes instead with all black. If that's in pictures, and that gets on the Westminster website, people, prospective students and families are going to see those pictures and they're going to realize, wow, the students here have terrible fashion, and then they're not going to apply. And our lives here are contingent upon students applying, so you're all with me now? Thanks. Okay, so I went home that night and I was just dejected. I told my dad, I lost a shoe. I can't. My life can't go on. No, but I told him about it, and I was a little upset at myself, because who loses just one shoe? I mean, come on, you paid money for those shoes, why are you going to lose them? But then I went to bed, had a rough night, couldn't sleep because of it, And I got up the next day, got out of the shower, my mom was doing something, driving somewhere. Apparently my dad had told her when they both woke up the next morning. And she's like, oh yeah, I saw a shoe in the street. What idiot loses their shoe in the street? Thanks, Mom. So then she talks to me and she's like, yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. She told her friend about it, she was laughing about it, and that person saw on Facebook that somebody else was posting about the shoe. They had found it in the street, and they posted online saying, hey, if this is someone's shoe, it looks like the shoe of, I think the words were teenager or old man. So that's flattering. Anyway, so on the night after the first cabaret performance last Friday, we spent an extra 15 minutes looking around, and we got it back, so. But now I'm going to say something else. Yeah. My losing a shoe doesn't actually matter, even though I told you it does. Yet, it's going to matter in a second, so just keep sitting tight, right? So, there are two reasons why I even tell you this. There are a lot of things I could have talked about in this talk. The first reason is that it's funny, and it gets you on my side right away, so that's pretty nice. Now I have the rest of the talk to just say whatever I want. Number two, and more importantly, this shows a part of me that I've never been able to show to you. Now, this specifically meaning a talk about it. A lot of chapel talks do what chapel talks do. They have a message, they have one or more stories that go along with the message, and then they come back at the end with the synthesis and say, here's what I'm showing to you. Here's my message for you. And when I was thinking about what I wanted to say for this talk, I had a few of those ideas about like a message I could say, but it just wasn't what I wanted to do. I wasn't feeling that. And I think it's important to be passionate about something if you're going to speak about it. So I didn't do that. Sorry. So I didn't have some big message. But I still wanted to have that kind of connection with an audience. These minutes here, these are the real minutes right now where you're deciding whether you're going to reject me or not. Are you going to say, oh wow, that was a good talk? Or are you going to say, I really disagree with that guy, and or why the heck did he even give that talk? It wasn't worth my time. I should have gone to my dorm, all right? Anyway. You've seen me perform before, probably, either on stage or somewhere else, maybe, the dining hall, something. But in all those performances, they're either musical or something like that, and I'm portraying a message by myself, or rather as myself, but it's something else that somebody else wrote. And that's distinct from me coming up here and being able to tell you, hey look, there's one or two things that I really want to say to you, and I just get to punch you in the face with it. And that's totally different than me subtly portraying myself in the works of others. And so that's why I still wanted to give a talk, even though I didn't have some grand message to tell you. And so now, I've come up with a grand message to tell you. You don't need to have something to tell someone, to tell the whole school, in order to connect with them over a chapel talk. I came up here and I just had a great time with you. And that is to show my appreciation for you all listening to me ramble on for 5 minutes about nothing. So, thank you very much for being here today. And finally, there's also something that I discovered about myself. In coming up here and telling you something totally unexpected, some random story about a shoe. And the fact that I planned this out, I didn't just come up here and decide to say it. I decided I'm going to give my talk about this thing that seems to have no meaning. And in writing it, I came up with this. And this is something that I think is true about me. I don't know if it's my age or if it's just my personality, but I'm sort of a contrarian. And that's something I've realized about myself. And it took doing this to realize it. So here's the trade-off in the end. You got to hear me speak for a while, which is just, I'm so handsome, gorgeous, It was a great experience for you. And it was a great experience for me. It was a great experience for me too, because I got to learn something about myself. And that's why I say thank you. And now, Mike Fiorini will invite up the sixth formers to sing in procession.